Deep in the heart of the Enchanted Forest lay a lake so calm and clear that on quiet nights it reflected the moonlight like a giant silver mirror. The animals of the forest called it the Moon Lake, and they all knew this was no ordinary lake. Hidden beneath its surface was an ancient secret, one that only the oldest creatures whispered about when the winds were still. One evening, as the sun sank behind the hills and the first stars lit up the sky, three friends sat by the lake's edge. There was Lila, the clever fox with golden fur; Bruno, the kind-hearted bear who was easily frightened but always loyal; and Mimi, the cheeky little bird who loved mischief more than anything. "Do you see that?" Mimi chirped, pointing with her tiny wing toward the middle of the lake. There, something glowed faintly beneath the surface, a soft, silvery light that pulsed like a heartbeat. "That wasn't there yesterday," Lila murmured, her sharp eyes narrowing. Bruno shuddered. Maybe it's a ghost?" "Oh, please," Mimi scoffed. "We have to find out what it is. Adventures don't wait." And so, the three friends decided to uncover the mystery of the Moon Lake. The very next morning, they built a raft from logs and vines. Bruno gathered the heavy logs. Lila tied them with sturdy ropes of ivy, and Mimi mostly shouted instructions from above. "A little more to the left, Bruno." "No, my left," she cackled, while the bear groaned and shifted the logs again. By noon, the raft was ready, and the friends paddled out toward the center of the lake. As they drew closer to where the light had glowed, the water below began to swirl. A low hum filled the air, and from the depths, a figure of pure silver light rose slowly toward them. "I am Lunaris, guardian of the Moon Lake," the figure said, voice echoing like wind through the treetops. "And I need your help." The friends exchanged surprised looks. "Our help?" Lila asked cautiously. "With what?" "The Moonlight Crystal has been stolen," Lunaris explained. "Without it, the lake will lose its magic. The stars will no longer share their power with the forest, and darkness will spread." Bruno gulped. "And who stole it?" "A creature of shadows called Noctus," Lunaris said gravely. "He hides in the Black Gorge beyond the River of Mists." The three friends nodded. It sounded dangerous, but they couldn't let the forest fall into darkness. Their journey to the Black Gorge was long and filled with challenges. First, they had to cross the River of Mists. Thick white fog rolled across the water, making it impossible to see. "I'll fly ahead and scout," Mimi offered bravely. She darted into the fog, but returned moments later with a bump on her head. "Oh, okay, there's an old bridge ahead. A bit broken, but it might hold." Step by step, they crossed the creaking wooden bridge. Boards cracked under their feet, and halfway across, a section snapped and fell into the raging river below. Bruno barely made it across before the whole bridge collapsed behind him. Beyond the river rose the cliffs of the Black Gorge. Wind howled through the rocks like a chorus of angry spirits. In a cave deep within the cliffs, they finally found Noctus. The shadow creature loomed tall, eyes glowing like burning coals. "The crystal is mine," he growled. "With it, night will rule forever. No sun, no day, only darkness." The friends knew they couldn't defeat him by strength. Lila whispered a plan. Mimi flew up and screeched loudly in Noctus's face, distracting him. While his attention was on the noisy bird, Lila and Bruno crept behind him. With one swift move, they grabbed the glowing Moonlight Crystal from the stone altar. "No!" Noctus roared and lunged toward them. But Mimi had already knocked loose a rock above the cave's entrance. With a crash, stones tumbled down, blocking the way and giving the friends time to escape. They ran as fast as they could, the crystal clutched safely in Bruno's paws, until they finally reached the lake once more. Lunaris rose from the water, and as they handed back the crystal, the guardian lifted it high. A blinding beam of silver light shot into the sky, washing the forest in a glow brighter than the full moon. The stars themselves seemed to sparkle more brightly than ever before. "You have saved the magic of the Moon Lake," Lunaris said, voice warm with gratitude. "The forest will remember your courage." That night, the Moon Lake shone with such brilliance that its light reached every corner of the forest. Lila, Bruno, and Mimi sat by the shore, tired but happy. And deep down, they all knew this wouldn't be their last adventure.